Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we're going to make a lentil recipe. Oh no, not more lentils. Ha! But just when you think you can't make anything more diverse with lentils, we're going to make us a shrimp and lentil dish for Linda, another one of Penny's co-workers. I heard she liked shrimp stuff, seafood, so but this is just another twist on some lentils. It's really good. It's easy to put together. And you're going to love it. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Now remember, this is for Linda. It's for everybody. So here we got my pot. We're going to turn on the heat to like medium high. Get that going. Here's my cooking spray. We're going to use that to slip and slide the pot. Now here what I have some, you can look at, it's water. I mean, it's what I did was I took the frozen shrimp, put it in a pot and water with this pot I used over here, and made me some like shrimp stock kind of deal. Not really 100%, but it gives the shrimp flavor, adds to the dish. Okay, this is for the very end of the dish. This is my spinach. This is the runner-up for the dish, the shrimp. Okay, now these shrimp here, I cut these up. What I used was the 26 or 30 count. These are frozen shrimp. Like I said, I left them frozen, dumped them in the water, boiled them up a little bit so I can get a little juice out of that. Anyway, I cut them up. We're going to put these inside with the lentils, and then these for decoration, for presentation, or whatever you want to call them, to decorate the dish. Put these around, plenty of like that. Then I have a mix of my mirepoix. This is not 100%, but it's onion, celery, carrots, and then some colorful bell peppers. Here I have some celery tops that I'm going to sprinkle on the top just for decoration. Okay, no waste. Here I have some, for flavoring, some Old Bay Seasoning we're going to put on the top on there. And then this is some lobster base that I had in the refrigerator. I'm going to use that up. Not all of it, but some. And there's the star of the show, second star of the show, main star of the show, the lentils. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, my pot isn't all the way up to temp yet, but because I like spraying these, I try to spray all my dishes before I cook. Sometimes you see me do it, sometimes not, but mainly what it's for is it makes everything easier to clean up at the end of the day. So, but we also use it for slip slide lubrication. So we got that going. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys. I know you're getting probably sick of lentils. I love them. Penny likes them. So what we did was I made a dish for her co-worker Joanne. I hope she gets to trying some. And Penny was telling me that Joanne doesn't like seafood, but Linda does. So I figured I'd make a nice little twist. You'll notice I'm not putting certain ingredients in this lentil dish that I do with most of my other ones, because I don't think they go really good with fish. So, that being said, that's why we're doing what we're doing. Okay, so I think looks like my stuff's starting to melt. Let me throw an onion in there and see if we got a sizzle. No, not really. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, as you see, my lonely little onions in there. They're bubbling, bubbling. So now we're getting ready to cook. Now remember, we're not looking to caramelize or anything like that, but we're looking to cook them up so they get a little soft. So what I'm going to do is throw the hardest ones in. Eventually we'll put all these in, but right now I'm throwing my celery, my carrot, and my onions in. Now the celery, what I used was 2 small ends of the celery with the flower top. I cut that off. I'm going to use that for garnish, like I said. I used 1/4 of a sweet onion. And I used 1 medium-sized carrot. Skinned that sucker alive, and then I chopped them up. All right. Now, remember, no salt. Anytime you cook lentils, just keep it in your head. No salt. And, I'm not 100% on that, but I know everything that I read before I started delving into lentils and blah, 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 is that The salt does something to the skin on the outside, makes it very tough. Makes it like chewy, I guess. I don't know. But all I know is I don't put no salt in it. Because of that, I don't know. I haven't had any problems yet. So, but anyway, we're going to soften this up. And it'll all come together in the end. It always does. I got this on medium high, like I said. And that the shrimp broth, it's probably not hot now. Nope, just not lukewarm. Almost room temperature. I cooked them a little bit ago. But the reason I did that, a little trick, you know, you're trying to get whatever flavor you can. So just take them while they're frozen, the shrimp, or whatever you got, you know, stick it in there. Like when I do the chicken, I poach the chicken and I use that water. Sometimes I'll cook broccoli in it, you know. I'm trying to get all the flavor I can. Instead of buying chicken stock, you got plenty of, you can make your own when you make the chicken. Just poach up the chicken, especially if you're going to mix it in a dish. What difference does it make? Okay. So now I'm going to add in my peppers. I didn't do that many. I didn't want to go crazy with them. Because I don't want to detract from the rest of the dish. I just did it for color, basically. And one thing I'm going to go get right now that you guys thought I was going to forget, that's going to go gangbusters with this. Yeah, you got it right. I heard you back there. He's going to put them silly as diced jalapenos in there. You're right, I am. Let me get those right now before I forget. Yeah. Diced jalapeno, Mr. Dan. Anybody can equate me and jalapenos together. I don't have a problem with that. So, and the reason I'm using the spinach, because spinach goes good with shrimp. And that's also I usually tell you guys, throw some spinach in there. Once that's wilted up, you mix it in, then your dish is done. Like a little entertaining time clock. Let's watch and see how long it takes the spinach to shrivel, huh? So, cruising right along here. Let me rinse out my lentils real quick while this is doing its thing, because I'm going to mix that in next. All I do is take my lentils, if you guys have watched, put them in a little strainer. I've already went through them and to look for little foreign bodies and see if there was any, you know, movie stars or anything else floating around in there. But there wasn't any, to my chagrin. You know, I need words like that, huh? You know, looking for Captain Bell, anybody, you know, like that, you know, like share. Foreign bodies in my beans, my peas, my lentils. Okay, so there you have it. We're going to mix these around to get them heated up a little. You don't have to do this as a step, but I do it all the time. I don't know why. It's like I'm mixing everything together, heating up the lentils. Lentils ain't even cold, so. But I mix them up. Man, this smells so fragrant right now. It's going to knock your socks off. Okay, so now remember, we put 1 cup of lentils, and we're going to use at least 3 cups of liquid. And I have more. That's why you'll notice I have I got 4 cups in the big container, and then I have about 3/4 of a cup in that, or no, a little over a cup. That's a 2-cup container. I just dumped all the juice just in case we needed it. Not saying we're gonna, but better be safe than sorry, huh? All right, take a sip of my agua. I decided to use, like they call them, jumbo shrimp, large shrimp, I don't know. But that's the size that was in my freezer, okay? Which I'm trying to use some of that stuff up. But anyway, again, I'm using stuff, huh? We're going to heat this up, and I'm going to show you this here in a minute. It looks so pretty. Listen to Mr. Dan. How many times you heard me say pretty? People that know me, it's not me. All right, hold on. Okay, so there you have it. Look at that. That does look kind of pretty, huh? All right, knock it off, knock it off. All right, so now what we're going to do is get ready to put the liquid in. Now, before I put the liquid in, we're going to do a little magic here. We're going to give that liquid a little more flavor than it already has. Okay, we're going to mix a little of this better than bouillon in there. You know, I tried making it with the way they tell you. They say 1 tablespoon of bouillon to a cup of liquid. I think that's a little strong, so I've used this stuff quite a bit, and it does have a nice flavor if you don't go crazy with it. And I'm doing this only for flavoring. I'm not going to say it's 100% like lobster, but they call it lobster base. It's like I said, if you don't go, I think they're 1 tablespoon for a cup of water is a bit steep. That's it right there. That tastes just like lobster. That was like 1 little level tablespoon of that. Boy, this is going to taste good. Okay, so now we're going to pour in our liquid. Okay, we're going to turn this puppy up. We're going to bring it to a good boil. Look at that. Can you guys see that sauce? I mean, really. Let me just show it to you before I pour any more in to get a good look. See that how I changed the color? Here's what, put a tablespoon of this in there into 4 cups. Now, look at the difference, huh? And that taste, it's delicious, I'm telling you right now. So now we're adding in some more of our liquid. We're going to just basically, I'm looking at just a little more than covering the lentils. Okay, we're going to bring this up to a boil, and you look, I got about a cup left. So, and plus I still have the 2 cups. Now you can save that if you wanted to. But anyway, let's bring this up to a boil, and we'll be back. Okay guys, if you can see, we're about 12 minutes in. Got it at a medium simmer, I guess you'd call it. Put the lid on there, it does start to rumble, but it's almost there, so I'll let you know, keep you informed. Okay guys, we're in about 20 minutes. Give this a quick little stir. And now I'll give you a... See, it's still got a lot of liquid in there, but I'm going to give it a little taste test. I think they're still a little firm, but they're cooking. Smells delicious in here. Whoa! Okay, so here I'm going to taste some. They're hot. They're starting to get a little tender. Give us probably another 5 to 7 minutes, and we'll be well on the way to completing the dish. Okay guys, we're at, give or take, between 27 and 31 minutes, depending on what time you look at the clock. But I think they're done. They still have, the lentils still have a little bite to them, which is good. So now, what I'm going to do is put the shrimp in. Save that to last, right? Not last, but close. I'm going to stir that in. And as you can smell, no smell-o-vision for you guys. This smells delicious. Okay, so let me give you a peek of that before we go to the next step. Bring in a little close here. There you have it. So now I'm going to put some spinach in here. And then we're going to top that off and let that wilt away. Okay, that's what I call a handful of spinach, huh? But anyway, let's just leave that in there. That'll wilt up. Once that's all wilted, we'll stir that in. Add some of our Old Bay seasoning. And then I think we'll be ready to plate up. Hope you guys are excited like me. I don't know. Okay, like I usually say, once our spinach is wilted, which it is, I'm going to call this done. I'm going to turn it off. Mix this in. You can smell that shrimp. Oh. Mix this in. And I'm going to give us a little taste and see where we need to go. You don't go to hell in a handbasket. You don't get this here recipe right. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm doing my best. Right, let me get a little. I want a little thing. Gee, it's a big ass bowl. Let me get one of these things here. This little one. Just want to put a little just to get a little taste of what we got going here. Not so really much with the shrimp. I just want to taste the beans and see how we got what we need. Salt, pepper. Not too bad. Needs a little kick me up though. I think we have just the thing for this puppy. We'll go a little at a time. We don't want no overkill now at this point. This is delicious, but needs a little kick me up. So what we're doing, Old Bay Seasoning, 1 teaspoon at a time. Mix that in. You guys don't know what you're in for. This is, oh my goodness, this is, woohoo! Like J.J. Walker used to say, dynamite, yo! They're really good. These lentils are perfect. Give this a little taste here. Wow. Just a smidge more, I think. I don't want to go crazy with it. So that's about, I'd say, a teaspoon and maybe a half. I think that's what we're going to go. Trust me, guys, this is over the top delicious. All right, let me, one more time in the bucket. Let me finish this little piece up first. Oh man. I'm going to start calling myself Mr. Sea Shrimp Dan here. Whew. That steam right up my nose. Okay. We're done, guys. Let me give you an overhead view of the done dish. Now I'll give you a plate up dish view. Then we'll sit at the table and try it, huh? But that's what we have. Delicious, nutritious lentils with shrimp dish for Linda. Okay, guys, there you have the plate. Looks pretty good. Oh, we forgot something. Wait a minute. Almost, we got my little celery flower toppers there. So we'll meet you at the taste test table. Okay, at the taste test table, as you can see, we're all happy as can be. Let me get a little sip of water first before we delve into this. So, No Meat Friday, a delicious lentil and shrimp dish by Mr. Dan, huh? Every little bit of that stuff as we put it together. Notice I didn't put no salt and pepper in there either. That lobster base gives it a nice flavor. But we were still missing that, whatever you call it, another flavor, umami or whatever. But then the Old Bay. All right. You guys like shrimp? You don't even have to like lentils. You're gonna love this. And then I took the shrimps, decorate around the edge of the plate with them, but I put them in the microwave, heat them up a little bit, put a little lemon juice on there, sprinkled them, dusted them with a little bit of Old Bay. Here's to you. Linda, this is for you. Joe, this is for you. And this is for everybody else. Now I gotta go clean up my mess. So, you guys really need to try this. That was a piece of celery. Okay. Without further ado, let's do the do. When you're out and about, cover up, protect yourself as well as others. Wash your hands, wash them a lot. As a matter of fact, when you're out and about, use a sanitizing spray or gel, whatever you have. Wash your hands before you drive away. You stop someplace else, do the same procedure when you get home. Wash them, wash them, wash them. Don't talk with your mouth full unless it's another delicious dish, just like this, huh? Give us a like, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't yet, and when you do, a little notification bell pop up, you hit that. Each time we put out a new video, you'll automatically be notified. And while you're looking at that little bell up there, right above that, there's a little arrow down. It's right below the video. You hit that, and a drop-down box will come down. You'll be having a link to our Facebook page, Cooking with Mr. Dan, a link to my daughter's artwork page, and you'll also get the complete recipe, ingredients, and how we just made this delicious dish. So without further ado, my friends, stay safe and stay hungry. And when you are, you come back, we'll give you another delicious dish just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying have a happy, safe day, and we're out for now.